What is up, everybody? What is up? I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Okay, give me 1 second here. If you guys can give me 1 second, let me go over here to the chat and see who we have over here. Okay, what's up, Miss Kim, girl? Hey, Jamie. Yes, we here. Let's get into Real Housewives of New Jersey. It was good. Yes, we are definitely going to be chit-chatting about it, okay? Let me go back over here and let me switch it, change it, rearrange it. All right, y'all. First off, I want to go ahead and talk about the ladies of Orange County before I get into New Jersey. One, because I skipped like a few of the episodes, all right? Even though I've been tuned in, I have not done reviews for them, so I want to get back caught up on that. In addition, it's going to give time for a few more people to come into the room if they like before we get into New Jersey, because obviously New Jersey seems like she's that girl, okay? So I'm about to go ahead and actually share the video over on my Twitter, and you guys are welcome to do the same. If you do not mind, it would be great if you all would go ahead and share the video on your platforms, as well as like the video. And if you're not subscribed, you can go ahead and do that as well. Okay, so let me go ahead and get ready to share this bad baby over here onto Twitter real quick. Like, this computer is just dragging along, honey. Just dragging along. Okay, so we'll just do it like that. All right, y'all. I got some other videos to get out to you guys as well today. They're saving or whatnot. I was trying to get it out before this review, but unfortunately, you know, things have been slow. Internet has been slow. YouTube seemed to be a little bit slow with processing. So yeah, I have like 2 videos that's going to drop after this one goes after I'm done with this live. Okay, I got a quick chat for you guys, and then I got another This Is Messy that we'll get into later on. Okay, so we'll go ahead and talk about Real Housewives of Orange County. What's going on, Sharice? What's up, honey? What's up, Stephanie and Steph? Hi. Let's go ahead and talk about Orange County so we can get that out the way and go hop over here to New Jersey. Okay, so I'm kind of going to go back a little bit to the previous episode, not last night's, because I am going to talk about last night's, but just a few things from the previous episode. Okay, what's up, Kimberly? What's going on? Yes, happy Friday Eve. I'm glad you said that. For those of you guys that tune into our Ooh Ladies First panel, it will be held on Jay Lee's channel tonight, so meet us there 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so that you guys can enjoy the great conversation. So let's go ahead and hop on into it. Okay, so Real Housewives Orange County, last week's episode, I believe it was. Okay, so Nicole, Emily, and Dr. Jen, they were linking up. Nicole, terrible. What's up, Danielle? Terrible. Yes, please hit the like button, y'all. I don't want to see Nicole no more, but I feel like we are going to continue to see Nicole. She over there talking SHI about Noella to Dr. Jen and to Emily, but the gag was, for me, was that Emily wasn't believing Nicole said, because I feel like Emily saw Nicole for her works the night when they was at Heather Dubrow house when she was giving them the tour or whatever, right? So high key, Emily not really featuring Miss Girl, all right? So now she want to sit up there and say, Noella came at me whatever kind of way, told me I wasn't being a great friend and this and that. Girl, you hung up in this lady's face and you weren't being a great friend, and we already saw that. And Noella, I don't know why you went to Instagram sitting up here praising her, talking about how great of a friend she is. Only for us that's been watching this show see more and more about how y'all not really that cool for real. Now, I don't know if y'all are gonna get that cool later on this season, but right now, no ma'am. Okay, now she want to sit up here and say that if Noella going to Cabo, she not going to Cabo. Then don't come to Cabo, because you ain't even a main cast member. That's the thing for me, girl. You're a friend of. So putting your cootie twat out there on the table like somebody's supposed to listen to you. If you don't want to go, you ain't gotta come, girl. This seems like a main cast trip anyway. Okay, but let's go ahead and keep moving on, because y'all know I'm not featuring Miss Nicole, girl. What's up, Romeo? What's up, Tyrese and Jasmine? What's up, Shelbs? I hope I said that right, honey. What's up? No, we not. The last episode was Nicole. Last episode, she can definitely get out of here. That's what I'm saying, girl. Let's keep going. So then Gina goes over to visit Heather, and this is when she sits down to talk to Heather about her inviting all of the girls, because she feels like Noella should be able to come on this trip. Like, girl, can you go and you know, just let her come, because she's going through a whole lot. And Heather like, I'm not gonna let that come nowhere. Do you know what she said about me? Do she fix anything in this? When's the last time she paid a bill in this house? No, ma'am. Do you know what she said about me? Oh, and to top it off, did you know what she gave my daughter? Now, girl, Heather opened up that dang old packet, honey, and she started reading off them cards. That no, now I understand Noella was trying to give her a nice gesture, but one thing about Amazon will give you a preview of what's in there. But I know at times Noella seemed like she ain't got them all up in here either. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just not hitting work for anything. But I still feel like it was a bit inappropriate, girl, for this 17-year-old girl. But anyway, there's that. Heather says, okay, Gina, if you want me to let her come, then I'm gonna let her come, but you gonna be on the duty. You're gonna be on Noella duty because I'm not gonna sit up here and deal with her. And it's just like that. So of course, Miss Heather allows her to come. Okay. Let me scroll up and see. I wasn't feeling the okay, Christopher, you wasn't feeling her? Yeah, me neither. Bravo needs to either bring Tomorrow and Vicky back or just cancel OC. It's been so bad, has it? Embarrassing. Nicole needs to sit down, as she likes to say, right? What's up, Nikki? What Nicole do? I stopped watching after episode 3. Embarrassing. Not too much. Nicole just, we already were seeing Nicole for her works, right? Well, Nicole decided that when she got on the phone with Noella, Noella was calling her out about not being a great friend while she's been going through all of this. She pretty much hangs up in Noella's face. Then when she gets with Dr. Jen and Emily, she starts talking trash about Noella in so many words to her friends, to those 2 ladies who she thought were her friend, but Emily wasn't believing her. Then says if Emily is going on Heather's trip, I'm sorry, not Emily, but if Nicole is going on Heather's trip, she not going. So that's really that. Nicole hasn't done a whole lot for real. We just see Nicole for her fakeness, and she's not a genuine person to me at all. I think she befriends people based on benefit, and she a friend of the show, and she thinks she's a main cast member. So let's move on. What else? So then Gina tells Shannon about how she begged Heather to allow Noella to come on a trip. Noella doesn't know that she was begged, she doesn't know that Gina begged Heather for her to come on a trip. Gina lies and says that if they're under the same roof, then I think that this will be great. I'm like, Gina, why are you lying? Girl, if they under the same roof, I feel like you want her there for the drama purposes of it all. That's what I'm thinking. You just want her there for the drama. All right, Emily, I was here for Emily. I'm starting to like Emily a bit more because I feel like Emily be saying what it is that I be thinking. And Emily honestly she'd be honest. She'd just be like, yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. Or yeah, no, like, no, I disagree. Like, I be here for Emily so far. So she pissed me off like she did at the table. Right, but we'll get to that a little bit. Okay, so then Noella arrives to the dinner. All right, so now we're on last night's episode when Noella arrived to the dinner. I need to check out Real Housewives of Orange County. I never watched it. This is my first season watching it. It's not bad to me. It's not as bad at all. And I feel like that could be because of Noella, because she is a basket case. So yeah, and then having Heather and her attitudes and her being a stickler for things, it's not bad. No, I don't think you're too late. Oh no, you're not late. You're not late. We're just 10 minutes into Orange County. Once we're done, Nicole, we're going to be speaking about Real Housewives of of New Jersey. Beg, please. Bravo said Noella had to go, period. Why? I believe it, lovely. Gina messy, if you ain't know, and she boring AF. Listen, the messiness truly came out at the table. Okay, so then Noella arrives to that dinner, right? Now, first Noella I think she wanted to feel away when she arrived with nobody there. And I was like, girl, shut up, you're late. Come on, get out here and get to the food. Noella asked Heather not Heather, she asked Emily. She was like, I would like to know what Nicole told you that I said about you. Okay, and Emily said, oh girl, but she just said that you said something about my parents and or whatever like that. And Noella owned up to what she said about her parents. And she was like, well, girl, you're right, I did say that. But then she says, the issue was really what you said about Gina. And Gina told her, well, she said that you said my man was broke and he didn't have this and he didn't have that. And Noella saying, now girl, I said a lot of all right, but that right there is something I didn't say. I don't want to say I kind of believe Noella when she said that. I want to believe that Nicole is a person that exaggerated the story about her, but neither one of the ladies was pressed. Emily nor old girl was really pressed about it because they felt like, listen, We talk too in so many words, girl. We talk about folks too. So y'all talking about us. It is what it is. So let's move on. So yeah, Noella owned everything she said about the parenting, but she did not own anything when it came down to the boyfriend. What's up, Alana? What's going on? What's up, sweet Jasmine? So oh yeah, Noella feels like Nicole is being put up to damage, I guess, her image or make her look bad or discredit her by Heather. She thinks Heather is getting in Nicole's ear. I don't think it's so much as Heather getting in Nicole's ear, but I think once again, Nicole befriends people based on benefit. And right now you're having a low moment, you're having a down moment, you're losing things, you're losing your relationship, you're losing the life that you typically had with your husband. But Heather Dubrow is that girl. Okay, she got this huge house and she's about to have a whole nother house somewhere else out of the country. Like Heather got money, Heather got coin, and that's why Nicole is aligning herself with Heather. Let's be honest. At the dinner, Emily asked Shannon about her doing a threesome. Like, girl, would you and your man ever do a threesome? And Shannon said, girl, no, we wouldn't. That's not something that we would do, no ma'am. Okay, we never thought about that. My man does not believe in bringing a third party in because it can damage relationships. We're not here for that, right? So she says they're in a great place. She also mentions that he said he doesn't cook. Like, he don't cook. And if she doesn't cook the food for him or whatever like that, then he's going out because he's single. And then Gina said, no, he's not. Girl, he is not single. And then Shannon tried to clean it up and say, well, no, he's committed, but we're not married, right? So he could technically do what he wants. Like, if he wants to go out and eat, then he could do that. And then Gina, of all people, had the audacity to ask Shannon if she has any plans for the trajectory of her relationship. And I said, not you asking somebody else about plans for their future, and your future ain't even all the way together. Your man over here talking to the husbands that can't even confirm whether or not he gonna propose to you. And you over here asking Shannon. Shannon is way older than you. Shannon is out of a divorce. Maybe Shannon feels like she got more to lose or whatever, and she just don't want to go through that no more. So I feel like where Shannon is, if she don't want to get married, she don't have to, right? But Gina, sit back, girl. Shannon can go too. She annoying and very messy too. She behind the scenes messy. Those the ones you definitely have to watch. I believe it. I think they all got a little bit of that in them. I believe it. All right. So then Shannon says, well, we do plan on moving in together after my daughters go off to college. And then Noella jumps into the combo, right? She wanted to say, oh, your daughters, they're like your best friends. Your daughter's this, your daughter's that. She said, can I get tagged in the conversation, please? So it's okay for Noella to jump into the conversation. But when Gina starts to jump into the conversation and when Emily does, it's like Noella got a problem. She wants them to be quiet so she could talk. And I'm like, well, they started the conversation. They were the ones that were actually talking to Shannon, which caused her to start talking. Then you wanted to add your 2 cents in. And then now when they want to add in, you feeling a way about it. I don't know. Maybe Noella wasn't heard a lot when she was a child or something. I don't know. Because she does love to talk when other people talk, and she rarely listens. I can imagine what her husband had to go through when he was dealing with the child. No, ma'am. But anyway, what else? So Heather, I think when Heather said I gotta go to the bathroom, y'all, Heather did that because she was tired of this. Okay, Heather said I gotta go to the bathroom, but I think she checked on Gina to see if Gina needed to go too. But I high-key felt like she probably was trying to signal Gina to like come to the bathroom with me because BIT, we need to talk about this, right? So Gina and Emily. So when Heather gets up to go to the bathroom, Noella starts to mock Heather, and the ladies was like, girl, we not gonna do that. Like, let's not mock her. Let's not make fun of that or whatever. So Gina and Emily at this point are starting to get annoyed. Okay, so they start yelling out something talking about chakras or shock something. I guess this is their Nam Yoho Rangagyo moment when they feel themselves going to another level. They say some things to bring themselves back down, but it did come off as rude as hell because Noella don't know that. So while she's trying to talk, y'all keep being loud and ignorant, especially you, Gina, considering the fact that you the one who asked for her to come on this trip. And Heather already told you it wasn't gonna be no good idea. But you're the one who wanted her on this trip. Now you over here doing too much with all the chakra. Every time she try to talk, y'all doing the most. So when she decides to just remove herself and go over there and talk to Shannon, y'all didn't have enough of the attention on y'all that y'all decide, oh, we're just gonna go and we're gonna leave. That was y'all trying to steal the show yet again from Noella. Okay, y'all were being messy and y'all were being immature. Okay. So, but also I feel like Noella, you can't always control the conversation. You can't always be in charge, girl. So everybody was just wrong. Emily and Gina walk off. Okay. Like I said, they wanted to control the moment. And then Gina had the audacity to tell Noella, you know, you're very reactionary in the moment. You're very reactionary in the moment. And I'm just like, all y'all are reactionary in the moment when somebody's saying something that you don't like. You're going to react. So what kind of statement is that? What do you mean? So Emily and Gina and Noella, later on, we can see where they end up going to this sweat lodge. Girl, that was a different type of animal there. Okay, they sat in this little whatever, this little space hut or something in the dark, and I don't know if it was like some beatings or rumblings or something that were happening, but they said everything that was in the ground was coming up, and whatever emotions were in their body was starting to come out, and it really caused actually all of them to get emotional and to cry. And as crazy as it sounds or as weird as it looked, it sounded like they probably felt amazing. If nobody did, I feel like Noella probably did. After getting all of that out of her, it probably was a really great feeling to release. May not be a bad thing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. What is this stuff really about? Right. So Noella ends up having, like, I don't know if it was like a panic attack mixed with a breakdown or whatever she was having, but all those emotions she was feeling that she was trying to mask, girl, that came right on up to the forefront. And yeah, that was pretty much it. She had to be treated. Somebody had to pick her up, take her into a room, see about her. Gina started feeling all of these emotions. Gina over there slam. I don't know if y'all saw Gina slamming down the damn Gatorades on the table. Just slam. So why is she moving so hard? Why she do stuff so hard? And then when she got ready to sit down, she damn near hit her toe. Not damn near, she hit her toe. I said, that's what you get, all that hard ass moving around that you're doing, ma'am. But anyway, Gina looked like she was having a breakdown of her own because she felt like she felt the emotions of everybody because she was sitting in between Noella and Emily. Right. But she didn't want to go through another, I guess, process to cleanse herself. She just said she was going to go back and shower and all that other great stuff. Right. So later on, we saw Shannon, Heather, and Jen. They go shopping because Shannon is looking, not Shannon, but Heather's looking for a house. Heather says that she wanted a home that was already built, but she keeps looking for spaces that's not built. So she calls her husband about some land that's overlooking the ocean or whatever. And to get the land, I think it was like 8.8. And then on top of the house, it's going to run them a total of $15.5 million. And I wanted her, we didn't get the true answer from her husband. I wanted her husband to say, hell no. No, because you said you wanted a house that was already there fixed. Why am I going to spend $15 million on a home out of the country? We ain't going over there a whole lot, just a few times out the year. And in addition to that, while it's getting built, how often are we going to be able to go over there and really check on it and make sure that it's up and running? See, what it is that Shannon loves these little passion projects or whatever it is she does. She likes building things and making and creating or whatever. So that's why she really looking for something. She's looking for her next project after she built out the first house that they got right now, that beautiful house. So that's what it is. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. I keep saying Shannon, but Heather. I don't know what Heather got going on, but it's something. I'm trying to figure out what it is. She just has to make something, has to create something. Maybe she just wants to be in the building of it. And when I think about the story that she told us about her daughters and how she dreamed, that she had a dream of them, and they talked about how she said they were looking at something and they said, oh, mom would have loved this, right? Basically saying that she passed away in so many words. Maybe because of that, she wants to have a hand in the building of this next home, because it's going to be a family home and it's going to be a legacy she's going to leave behind to the kids. So if you say that, then I guess it makes sense why she wants to build another home. But I feel like they'll understand the point, because what if they decide to just sell their damn home when we pass away and not keep it? Like, what's that? But anyway, good luck. All right, so let's get to Emily and Gina and Noella. Emily came to spill all the tea when they sat outside. Okay, came to spill all the tea, and she pretty much told Noella about, I think, how they flew on a plane. I guess it was a private plane or whatever. So they came there by way of however Heather set it up, and then Emily ends up telling Noella, Like, Heather didn't even want you to come, in so many words, girl. She didn't even want you here. And then Gina is over there feeling like, B.I.T., why you keep telling her everything, girl? I haven't even told her this. Like, I'm like, spill it, Emily. Go on, pull it out your mouth. So Gina was pretty much forced to keep it honest and let Noella know how she had to beg Heather for her to come. And at this moment, Noella said that she's feeling hurt. And I said, I don't know why. When you was just at Heather's house and she had to collect you and get you together in that room and told you, I don't know if I'm the best friend for you. You know, I loved when Heather said that, because sometimes you just have to tell people. Sometimes that's just what it is. I don't think that we'll be a good friend group. Like, I just don't think that we gonna fit. I can't be the friend that you want me to be. Like, I can't operate like that. Okay. So I love that she said that. Noella says that she's on a trip because of, I'm on this trip out of pity. Yeah, I guess so. You're on this trip out of pity and Gina, honey. So they tell her to hold back a little and slowly share details about herself and allow Heather to really get to know her instead of just dropping all the tea out there and just spilling it all on the lady. Okay. So there's that. Later on, we can see Dr. Jen and Heather at dinner. Dr. Jen talks about how her husband wants her to be more available to the family. But Dr. Jen keeps saying, but everything that I'm doing is for you guys. Everything that I do is for them. And I said, yes, Dr. Gina, it is for them, but it's not with them. That's the thing that you're missing. You're not spending the time that you should be spending with your family. That's all they're saying. Like, you just need to carve out the time. And then you want to sit up there and be on the phone with your husband and cry and feel like you're not a part of whatever plan or something he got on. Like, when they tell you stuff, she's like, oh, I didn't know we had that. Oh, this is happening. Oh, that. Oh, this. Oh, that. You know what I'm saying? She keep doing that. And it's like, well, you need to make time to be there for your family then if you want to complain about everything. Okay, so there's that. Later on, we see Noella. She talks to Shannon about Emily and Gina the other night. Noella feels like they justify each other's behavior. I believe that. Shannon jumps in the combo and the ladies are confused because I feel like they was confused because it was like, we just sat together with this lady earlier and all was well on more than one occasion. Why are we talking about this now? Because whatever happened the night before, we're good. Like, why are we talking about this at this moment? Right? So, what else? Heather says, so when Shannon ends up leaving the table, they're like, where you going? She was like, oh, I'm going because it's starting. I'm like, girl, what the hell is starting? The drama? That's why you get up off the table? What's that? So then Heather says something to Noella, and Noella says, don't tell me what to do. Girl, she do not like this. Like, no, I'm like, girl, did somebody give you the spiel on Heather before you got there? Because you are very sure of how you feel about this lady. Heather says, okay, I won't. Noella says that she found out that she was invited to this trip out of pity. And Heather says, you weren't. And I say, Heather, stop. She was. You know, you didn't want that lady there, girl. You know, you ain't stop lying, girl. But also says that she didn't want to invite her because she gave her child PORN, okay, because of them cars. She's like, girl, I didn't want to invite you because of them cars, honey, right? So the ladies think that at this point, Noella should apologize. Noella is shocked. Like, what? I gave your child PORN? Like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, right? I ordered that stuff from Amazon. Like, what is the big deal about it? So the ladies feel like Noella should just say, hey, I didn't even know that. I apologize if it offended anybody. Those were not my intentions. Granted, I agree. It could have been that simple. That's all Noella had to say. Like, I apologize, girl. I did not know that. I'll be more cautious and conscious of the items that I choose, especially for a child, right? So she could have did that. But also when Noella was trying to talk, they were telling her to not talk. They kept telling her to not talk when she was trying to talk. And they wanted her to let Heather talk. Like, I was just so confused because it was just too many mouths in the conversation. Like, no, let Heather talk. And then when she tried to talk, like, it's like, what y'all want her to be quiet or open up her mouth? Y'all want her to say something, say an apology. But when she tried to talk, y'all tell her to be quiet so Heather can tell her what we doing. All right. So they finally tell her to be quiet and listen to Heather. Noella finally speaks and says that I'm a biracial, bisexual liberal woman that lives in Orange County. Don't dare tell me that I was being inappropriate. I just feel like just because you got all that, girl, that don't mean that you can't be inappropriate. Like, why the hell would you say that? You could be inappropriate and have all of that. Okay? But you're inappropriate at. So, all right. Now, anyway, so Heather says, I'm not saying you're inappropriate, but your cards were. I said, no, Heather, you are saying she's inappropriate. Okay? You are. Okay, her giving and her choices were inappropriate, and that's okay to say. Stop saying no when you know that's what you mean. Okay, no, you were invited here out of pity. Yes, she was. She was. Yes, 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 yes. You were invited here out of pity because I don't like you like that, girl. I already told you that we can't be friends. Okay, and then now here it is with the gifts. It's inappropriate. Yeah, your gift was inappropriate. You were inappropriate. You chose it out. It was your money. Yes, 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 yes. That's what I said. Okay, so that's all she had to say. Heather was just like, girl, you want me to read these cards to you? So white, baby, when she went through them mother cards, I was floored because I heard them before when she was kind of telling them to Gina, but it hit different when she said it in that moment because I feel like they were more graphic, right? Maybe they bleeped out more when she was talking to Gina, but this time, listen to me. Girl, that was some stuff that little girl should have never got. Never got. I'm sorry. Never got. That was terrible. And then Noella said, oh, I'm mortified. I'm horrified. I didn't know. I was like, girl, I feel like you kind of knew, but I feel like you thought it was going to be okay. And it wasn't. And I just didn't like how she responded to Heather after that. I felt like it should have been, I am so sorry. I'm mortified. I never, that's how it should have went. Okay. But Heather tells her all of her kids have different sexual orientations. Okay. She says, so don't ever try to like play me and use it on me as though I have an issue with that community or something like that. She was saying, like, don't ever try to play me. Meanwhile, Noella is like, don't try to play me, girl, because you telling me I'm inappropriate. And you know what I'm saying? So they had their issues or whatever. And then Noella, you don't listen. That's your problem. That's probably that man down there in Puerto Rico or wherever he is. Like, you don't like to listen. Matter of fact, you didn't. You should have listened to your mama from the beginning when your mama wasn't featuring him. The only reason why your mama started liking him was because he was starting to spend money on her. But listen, you don't listen. Now it kind of makes sense why the ladies kept telling you to shut up. Because you don't listen. You don't listen at all. What else? Then she's like, are we done? Can we be done with this? Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Like lackluster apology, all of that. Let me tell you, I hope Shannon writes her off. I'm sorry. I hope Shannon writes her off and she's done. Like, I'm not talking to this girl no more. I'm not fooling with this bimbo. Like, do whatever it is you want to do because I'm not buying no tickets to this shit. Like, none of it, because I don't like it. Right. So that's what I'm thinking. And that was pretty much it for the most part for the show. And then it went off. Okay. I'm gonna see what you guys are saying real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch over. And we're gonna talk about Real Housewives of New Jersey. And this is my first time watching it too. So y'all feel free to clue your girl in down in the comments. Okay. What's up, Nerlene? Thank you so much for becoming a new member. Thank you to the channel. I appreciate you. Yeah, she could have apologized. Like, yeah, like, what's so hard about that? And it's like, you ain't gonna be able to use this act of, oh, my husband left me, he took all the money in the cards. Like, you're not going to be able to use that forever. You're just not. I love that you are covering these two shows. You are killing it. I've watched a few recaps of Orange County already, and this by far is where it's at. This recap. Thank you so much, Marsha. I appreciate that. Love your commentary. Watching all the way from Wisconsin. Thank you so much, Stacey. Appreciate that. Heather is getting close to the empty nest. She is. I feel like states and countries we don't live in, we can rent. I don't care how much money I have. I'm not another house. Well, I'm not buying another house where I'm not living 24/7. I agree. All the risk. I mean, if you got the money and that's what you want to do, okay, cool. I want to believe that her kids are all set. They're straight. They're squared away without issue. That's what I would want to believe. But it's like, girl, I can use that money somewhere else. Girl, if your kid's straight, then put it on the grandkids. Use that money to put on the grandkids. As long as the kids got money, honey, they can go and they can rent out any place down there forever. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess. But either way, girl, good luck. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. We're about to talk about Real Housewives of Orange County. Let's get into it. Okay? Teresa Giudice, because, you know, they gave us flashbacks. They gave us flashbacks of like interactions, fights, all this stuff, okay, or what's happened, I guess, over the past season or the past few seasons, okay? So I'm just gonna start off with Teresa Giudice, okay? And now y'all already know, because I saw Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, I like Teresa so far, okay? I also like Melissa so far. we are going to see how this plays for us. What did I want to say about was it something else I wanted to say about Teresa? It gives gullible. Teresa does give me gullible, though. I will say that. I definitely get gullible from Teresa, but we shall see. So let's get into it. So Teresa is hoping to close on a house, right? Because she has her current home, I believe, that's under contract. It's been under contract for 6 months. So she's really hoping that she'll be able to close on this house pretty soon, right? What else? So she and her man are planning on getting their own home at some point. Her boyfriend has 2 sons. So when she was outside hanging out and being all topless and all this extra stuff that she was doing, she ain't gonna be able to do that because she's gonna have 2 additional sons. Well, one of them won't be living in the house, and the other one will. Okay, so it's gonna be new for her daughters because her daughters haven't lived with men in years. So now they're gonna have to live with this guy. So we'll see how that's gonna play out, right? What else? She also talks about how she's been with Louie for like a year or something like that, which was interesting to hear her daughter, one of her daughters say how, I guess she wanted to know if she was really ready to move in with him. She was like, you know, you learn new things about people every day or whatever, and it's still new. So that was just interesting to hear her say that. But then we see her on Watch What Happens Live, and she's saying that her mama should not get a prenup when it comes to if she gets married to Louie. Talking about my dad gave her a prenup. He presented her with the prenup, I guess, shortly before they got married, or a few hours or a day or a few weeks before they got married. And I'm just like, girl, and you wouldn't tell your mama to get a prenup with this man? That could be tapping into y'all coin. She don't know this man like that, girl. You better go and get that prenup and stop playing. We don't know Louie like that. Louie, you cool or whatever like that, but not like that. Not all the stuff my mama done put in work for prior to you coming along, and you think that you just want to marry her, and then if y'all divorce 3, 5, 10, 8 years from now, you just gonna split it down the middle. No, you not. You ain't gonna get none of this coin like that. No, sir, 10%, if that, and you can carry on. All right. So her daughters are they not too happy with their uncle based on the last time they all linked up. He had a lot of negative things to say about their daddy, and it sounds like in the flashback, and y'all clue me in now. It sounds like in that flashback, he said that he put their mama in the grave. How did he do that? I mean, did he put the mama in the grave because the mama was stressed out by her daughter because her daughter was going to go up the river and get locked up? Is that what it was? Let me see what y'all saying. You could be a hothead and gullible at the same time. Teresa is definitely both. Look, I feel like no matter if you're in love with someone, just get it. I would, but everyone is different. Agreed. But y'all got to tell me about him putting the mama in the grave, because this is what Joe said. Now, how did she do that? Was the mama stressed out? She was stressed out by her baby having to go up the river. That's it. Okay, thank you. Their mom and dad died when she went to jail. Baby, that's sad. He stressed her out. That's sad. Now I understand why he has so much animosity and issue with Teresa's ex-husband. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Exactly. The stress of the lawsuit weighed heavily on T's parents. And how far apart were the parents before they passed, y'all? Like I want to know the time frame that they passed apart. Like, did the grandma pass like that February, and then the mom passed like February, then the dad passed like in April? Like, I wonder. That is so sad. Now I see why he upset. And it's making sense because she would frustrate me too, now that I think about it. Because it's like, and then you still out here being gullible as hell. But so if you operating, everybody kept saying that Teresa is a person that likes to romanticize things. So if you're operating like you're romanticizing, or you're being gullible, or whatever you are, over your ex, over this new man, I can imagine how you was about your ex-husband, and you just following along like you ain't got no brain of your own. And then here it is. This man is the result of you getting locked up, and you're a mom, you got these kids, and then turn around, here it is, your parents are gone. That would frustrate me as a brother. That would, like, as a sibling is what I'll say. That would frustrate me. Yeah, the mama got sick and stressed while Teresa was in jail. Them girls love their daddy. Clearly, yeah. A lot of kids do. No matter how wrong their parents are, they love their parents. They do. Yes, they blame Joe for stressing mama out with the jail stuff. Did she do that though? I mean, did Joe really do that? Did Joe stress her out? And Joe ultimately blames her ex for that. Okay. The dad died after she got out. Okay. Joe said it broke their mother's heart. Joe G, the brother, never liked her husband, Joe G. What's the brother's last name? What's his last name? What's her brother's last? Gorga. Don't worry, I got it. Joe Gorga. Gotcha. Okay. Child, daddy is a scumbag. Ooh, Teresa's ex is trash. You know who else ex is a trash? Dolores. He seemed like he trash, but not really seem like he trash because they seem like they have a great relationship. But baby, it's the fact that their house still ain't done for me, but you can diddy bop all around town with your young girlfriend. Baby, we have problems. You better get your ass over here and put these knobs on these doors. Okay? You better get your ass over here and put this stuff on these cabinets. What's wrong with you? I can't. I don't know that either. I haven't watched the show in a minute. Just started watching again. Okay. Her mom died, and I think it was 18 months apart. Okay. Oh, that's so sad, yo. I don't blame Joe Gorga. That man was horrible to his sister. He called Teresa a BIT wife on TV and cheated on her. Plus, went to jail because of his actions. Baby, I feel okay. And see, I don't know why. I ain't been watching y'all, but Teresa, girl, you gotta do better, honey. I do believe that Teresa may have like a big heart, and she's one of those people that kind of probably expect other people or expect her out of other people. Does that make sense? I feel like she may love a bit too hard. I don't know what she was missing in her life. But yeah, dang. See, somebody said Teresa is a mess. So y'all mean to tell me y'all watch Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip and y'all didn't see her in a better light? Thank you, Steph. So, okay, so I'm on it. Okay, great. Okay, mom passed in 2017. Dad was in 2020. Okay. I actually like Real Housewives in New Jersey. This is my first time watching this season. Okay, I think she was out when her mom died, but it was shortly after she got out. So she was pissed with Joe because she didn't get a lot of time with her. Gotcha. Excuse me, but don't forget, Teresa was guilty as well. It wasn't just her husband, Joe. Woo. Y'all, that's sad. I hate that. Brother looked like he was throwing down in that backyard or wherever he was going off. Baby. But Jamie, that's not her man anymore. He has a right to move on and not put Dolores first all the time. Well, that's true. That is true because they are not married anymore. And it was interesting to hear her tell somebody, oh, I have 2 dates or something like that. She says, like I have 2 men. Because no, I think Teresa asked her which one of your men are here this time, or somebody asked Dolores about that. And she said, well, I have my actual man. And you'll probably never see him because he's always working. But, when it comes to my other man, that's my ex-husband. He'll stand in the place of. I said, damn, y'all relationship that good. But at the end of the day, you don't have to put me first, but you better put these kids first. And matter of fact, before you put them first, you better put your word first. So if your word is that you're going to get this done and you don't want me to go off and get somebody else and you want me to stick with you and your services, get this shit done. Why am I here renting another house? Because you ain't got my cabinets and my doorknobs and stuff together. We need to have a talk. Teresa's not naive at all. Been watching this show from the beginning. Okay. Yes, I see what you're saying because I'm learning that people aren't going to give me what I give to others. Hopefully, Teresa learn. I hope so. I hope this guy ends up being a good guy for her, despite this video that has leaked about him. Okay. So let's go ahead and finish talking about the daughters. So her daughters are too happy. Okay. I mean, they're not too happy with the uncle, right? Because of the past. They want him to apologize and actually take back the things that he said about their dad. And what else? Tells them that. Oh, Teresa says, oh, well, I always just want you guys to do the right thing. Girl, I hollered when them girls said, yeah, tell your brother he needs to do the right thing. I said, not them checking you. Girl, how long they been sitting up here checking you? Girl, I should have been on this show, but let's keep going. I should have been watching this. But anyway, let's get to Dolores. She's been working on her home, as we talked about, for 9 months. Nothing has blossomed. She's had to rent another home because he's supposed to be working on that one. So she had to get like a townhouse or whatever. She says that she's upset with Frank because he hasn't gotten the home together. And his priorities are messed up because he got him a little girlfriend he been around here bopping with. Y'all, Dolores is funny to me and very messy. Must I say. All right, so rumors are beginning to swirl around about Louie. I did not fully understand the big deal about it. If you guys have a link to the video, please hit it up, drop it in the Discord so that I can see what this video was, because as big as it wasn't as big at the same time to me. Like, everybody was trying to make it seem like, oh my God, he's done this and he's done that, and you have to check this and you have to check. And it's like, girl, is it that deep? But let's keep going. So Margaret and Joe, they speak on the Louie rumors and how Teresa likes to romanticize over her relationships. And she will also romanticize everything about Louie as well. I believe Margaret. The way that Teresa tried to act like, oh, my brother said that when she was talking to Dolores, she was like, oh, that was nice. I don't think he'll be bothered by it. X, Y, Z, ABC. I said, girl, she don't want y'all saying that negative about her man. But let's keep going. So Margaret describes a video where she saw Louie surrounded by some guys and nobody had clothes on or something like that. I said, y'all would focus on that, girl. I guess, Annie, maybe they look good or something. Anyway, so then Mr. Margaret says that Louie was up there apologizing to some woman. She says he was apologizing about something that he did wrong. So she said, well, for him to apologize to someone, he had to have been doing something wrong, right? So that's the issue. Next thing you know, Jackie comes over. And of course, they bring up the rumors. They bring up the video, because that's what the conversation is going to be about for the next few episodes, this video, okay? We find out that Louie has a past of being emotionally abusive to his girls and mistreating them as well. Didn't they say he flattened somebody's tires? Louie, you're gonna have to get this together now. You're too old for all that. Now, how long ago did this happen? How old was Louie when all of this happened? Because we keep talking about this video, but was it Louie, like, was this 10 years ago? Was it 2? How long ago was this stuff? I can't stop laughing at the video. Like, why was he surrounded by men shirtless? Did y'all see the video? Please send it to me. Her daughter is a veterinarian. The son makes money too. Oh, you talking about Dolores' kids? Let me find out they can go and build their own house. But Dolores talking about she gonna let them stay in her house while she sit up there and let them get their life right. What she said, she was gonna let them stay in the house for free while they get their life on track. I wasn't even mad at mama for that. I said, ain't nothing wrong with it. People like to shun that type of stuff. I don't mind that type of stuff. Ain't no point in jumping out here effing up your credit right out the gate. Let's see. The video was shot on the beach. I was guessing that's why they were shirtless. See, come through with the logics, because that makes sense. Louie has had facial cosmetic surgery. And it's so apparent his face is pulled so tight. Now, I will say, when they be getting that work done, it definitely look like plastic is about to peel. For sure. He kind of had that look. To be honest, I don't care what somebody's man or woman video is about. It ain't mine. They carrying something that doesn't concern them. Right. They're caring about something that don't concern them. Right. Alana said his face looked like it hurt. Girl, y'all a mess. Girl, I'm gonna have to go find the video. Was it that deep? I don't think it was that deep. I'm gonna move on, because see, I feel like they put $2,000 on $10. But anyway, what else? So Jackie wants one of her friends. She wants one of Teresa's friends to bring it up. Okay, she says, I feel like it's going to be, who they said, Jennifer or Melissa, that's gonna bring it up to Teresa about the whole video. And Melissa and Joe. No, Margaret says Jennifer doesn't have the best judgment. And that's because Miss Jennifer was talking about Miss Margaret, girl. Saying stuff on social media, saying stuff at the reunion or whatever, trying to come in between the friendship that she had with one of the girls. Was it Jack? It was Jackie and her. Yeah, Jackie and Margaret trying to come in between their friendship. So she ain't really featuring Gina. I'm sorry. Margaret is not featuring Jennifer. Jennifer, I don't know if I'm featuring you either. But let's go ahead and keep going. Melissa and Joe. So they catch up with Tiki and Tracy. Tracy brings up her being invited to Teresa's party and asks if her man, Louie, is going to be there. Melissa speaks on Louie being messy, knowing her husband ain't really caring for Louie too much, okay? Talking about, well, I don't know. He might. You know, Louie's a great guy. And, you know, he came in like a knight in shiny armor, right? Like looking at her husband, knowing he ain't featuring it. He was like, he was like, listen, I used to like the guy, but I started hearing rumors and different things about him. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like it does not take much for anyone to get on the bad side of Joe Gorga. It don't take much. Girl, I can't. I wonder if Joe lets things go easily. I want to believe that he doesn't, because even when his sister apologized, he still wanted to hold on to the mess. Okay. What else? Tracy says that she's willing to give people the benefit of the doubt because she too had rumors about her relationship when she got with Tiki. Because Tiki decided that he was going to leave his wife that was already 8 months pregnant. I'm sorry, 8 weeks pregnant. He left her. And then 5 months later, so she was 8 weeks pregnant, 5 to 6 months later, this lady barely dropped her baby, and you done got into a whole nother relationship with this woman. And then y'all work in a similar field. And you want to sit up there and call that a rumor and speculation? Miss Tracy, girl, you need more people. I don't believe you. You need more people, Miss Tracy. Okay? I don't trust it. I don't believe it. And y'all ain't finna make me do it. Okay? No, ma'am. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. I don't think that lady bit more had that baby. That Tiki story is a mess. I read she was 8 months, not 8 weeks. The girl said 8 months. Tracy said 8 weeks. Okay, Tracy cleared it up by saying 8 weeks, but girl, you should have said 8 months maybe, and then 5 to 6 months after that, y'all got together. Yikes. Okay, and Tiki, you ain't shit. And we can say a few things as to why you ain't shit. Hi. This side, not this one. Okay, we can say a few things about why you're not, but we're not going to. Okay, but understand, you done went and got with this lady. She done already had some of your babies, and then you decide that you're finna skip out on the plug at 8 weeks, girl. And ma'am, with you knowing this, you still got in this relationship with this man. Now, I don't know if y'all were dating secretly at that point, or if you were waiting for the finalizing of the wedding, of the divorce or something like that. But girl, I know you got ate up. I know they ate you up, ma'am, because I'm not even believing this now. And don't they got a child together? Does Tiki have a child with Tracy? For real, I was like, something isn't right. No, Joe Gorga has been very patient over the years with his sister and her messy husband. Ooh, y'all gotta tell me though, does Tiki and Tracy have children? Let me know in the comments. All right, and y'all know what I put in all caps when I heard this. Oh, okay, they got 2. Okay, when I heard this story, excuse me, about Tracy and Tiki, I put in all caps. So in other words, he ain't shit. That's what you're saying. Okay, neither one of y'all ain't shit. Thanks, ma'am. Let's get on to Melissa and Joe. Okay, Joe, why did I put this? So I say Melissa and Joe says they can't really talk to her because she is going to make everything seem like it's perfect. Okay, when it comes to Teresa, they feel like they can't have a conversation because she gonna make everything seem like it's so perfect. Dang, Teresa, that sucks. I hate that. I hate that, girl. It's gonna be difficult for you to learn your lessons, because that means that you're not willing to see the realness about stuff. Okay. Let me see something. Let me see who said. Oh, girl, somebody send me the video. Thank you so much for sending it to the Discord. Let me see this mess. Let me see if I can open it.
To see you, to get engaged and bring our family together and finally get married and have a life together. I've been here for a week. These are my brothers. These are my bond. These are my brothers. This is my coach, Kevin. These are guys that are very unfamiliar in my life. I love you, and I love our family together. I love our children, and I hope you receive this message well. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for your time. I hope that this hits your heart well, and you understand where I'm coming from, and I hope to come home to you and be able to have a chance and opportunity to talk to you and share with you maybe my experience in my life.
Girl, for me, it's a few things. It ain't even a men without their shirts on, bitch. Listen to me. Girl, what the?
From the heart. You go back to your fucking brain. She doesn't want to fucking hear your brain. I love you. I'm sorry I made mistakes and held myself back and held my truth inside. You better fucking feel worried about other people around me. Feel her acknowledgement.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. This is hilarious, okay? I'm going, this is funny as hell, okay? Hear me. First of all, it's not even about the dudes not having their shirts on before the dude in the background started talking. For me, it was the fact that y'all keep recording when y'all know this man finished saying what he got to say, and then y'all want to keep talking. I mean, not keep talking, but continue to record. Girl, I can't. I said, not them continuing to record, and this man said he done, but you just decided you're going to continue to play this and record. You're going to continue to record like she don't feel you. She's not believing that. That's coming out of your mouth. She's not believing.
I'm sorry I put you through pain. Thank you for being...
But I see nothing wrong with a man pleading to get back with a woman that he wants to be with. What's wrong with that? I see nothing wrong with this man pleading, trying to get with a woman, get back to his lady. But this is the thing for me. Like I said, it's not even the fact that the shirts are off. Girl, what is going on with Joe's head? I mean, what is this man's name? Louie's head. What is going on with it? Do y'all see this man's head? What is going on with his head?
I'm gonna fix this.
Girl, I don't see not damn piece of wind blowing, and I'm trying to figure out. I don't care about the shirts, okay? It's the head. What is up with your head? Ain't no wind blowing. What did you just finish doing? And let me tell y'all how serious he is in this video, baby. The vein is popping out at the top of the forehead. Okay. Thank you so much, Nerlene, for the super chat. The video was cringy, but Teresa keeps ignoring the Yelp reviews about Louie. She need to be asking him, what was the apology for? What was the apology about? What was it for? I mean, I wasn't really tripping about him. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you got to do, you want to send her a video in front of everybody or whatever like that. I guess she probably would have appreciated a phone call. Who knows? But what's going on with your head, sir? And why y'all keep recording this man when he said all he need to say? Let America know. When y'all get a chance, let us know, okay? So there's that, honey. Let me go ahead and scoot on over. Yes, what was the apology for? Girl, these housewives love putting 20 on 10. Once again, it ain't your man, right? That's probably what it is. They probably roughed him up a bit. I mean, I don't know if he lost a bet and felt the need to do it. Maybe they said, let's make her think you went through something, guy. I don't know. Like, if she see her hair looking like this, she's gonna think, oh my God, he's really going through it. Aye. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's talk about not Teresa, but Jennifer. Jennifer decided she's gonna go get her a nose job. Her daughter was like, Mommy, does that bandage hurt? She said, no, baby, it doesn't. I can breathe. Jennifer, why did you go and get this nose job? Your nose was fine. What were you going through? Your nose was fine, Jen. I saw nothing wrong. Like, why would you go get your nose done? It looked good before. I don't know why you went and did that. But anyway, she said she found her doctor on Instagram over there in Turkey. Yikes. Girl, made me think about K. Michelle. What was the name of the show? My Killer Body. And the lady said she found her doctor on Instagram. Try. Anyway, she said she went over to Turkey to get her nose done. We also know that Jennifer has fallen out with her mom in the past, but when she got a chance to see her, things were well, things were better. Okay, so we'll see how that's gonna go when her mama actually comes over to visit, because they probably gonna be back at each other's heads again. Okay, Jennifer reflects on the ladies and how she is now, to me, the outcast. Okay, because so many of them don't like her. All right, so she's going to Teresa's party and she doesn't know what to expect. Okay, she also brings up the rumors and the video, and everyone understands that Teresa wants to be in this perfect little world, so let Teresa be. Okay, that's sad when everybody's saying that about you. Everybody's saying that about her. And then they probably got to be the same ones that have to deal with your pain when you're going through it, instead of, you know what I'm saying? So if they got to be there to listen to the negative part, at least listen to them when they tell you, like, I don't know about this, you might want to look into this. Okay, not saying I'm wishing this on you, but because I care about you, I'm concerned, you might want to like look into this, right? So you would have thought. So anyway, Melissa and Joe. So Melissa and Joe gets the call from Teresa because he was not because her man wasn't happy about the joke that he made when he was on his little tour or whatever like that. The video, basically they asked about Teresa's new man, or the video about out there about Louie, right? And they asked Joe, how do you feel about this? He says, man, I've never missed my brother-in-law so much. I know he was joking. He was just trying to like skirt over the question without really asking it, but making it joking, right? I didn't see why Louie would get upset about that. I feel like Louie wasn't even bothered by that. I don't think Louie cared. I think Teresa did. So when she talked to her brother, she was the one that put that off on him as though he was really mad. And that's the reason why she was the one that called and apologized, because you was the one that felt the way. Louie didn't give a damn. I don't think he did. But anyway, so he also is feeling upset about what Miss Teresa just told him about what she heard, the video, and her not being happy, and him supposedly Louie not being happy, but also because of the nieces. The nieces are feeling a way about him, so he feels like, what, if I'm a problem to everybody, then why the hell am I trying to come to your house and celebrate or do anything? Like, for what? What are we doing this for? I'm not even gonna go, right? So we find out that they actually did decide that they were going to go. Jennifer is insensitive to her mother's experience with her dad. She was 16 years old, and Jen's dad was 26 when they got married. They moved to the U.S. away from her family. Ooh, that's not good. 26 and 16. I don't like that energy there. No, Angie says Jennifer is not insensitive about her mother's experience. She understands her mother's experience, but that is still her daddy. Gotcha. Well, I can't debate that because I haven't witnessed anything to know their interactions. So yeah. What else? So we cannot, yeah. So we find out that they end up going to oh, thank you so much, Sestico. Yeah, so we found out that he ended up going to Teresa's party anyway. Dolores, funny, yet again. Okay. She goes over to Teresa and tells her about what her brother said. Like, girl, let me tell you what he said, girl. She's like, girl, what did he say? You know, it was a video going around, and he said that, you know, he misses your ex, right? And Teresa said, oh, he did? I didn't even know about that. Oh, that's great. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And Dolores was like, bitch, it is? Girl, I hollered when I saw Dolores' face. Because Dolores was not expecting that. She wanted to keep up the mess and the drama. But Teresa played her in that moment. Okay, so Louie finally arrives after being on the phone with Teresa, talking about how he really didn't want to go because he's been stressed out. He's been under pressure, and he really doesn't want to have to own up to this video that we just saw. Okay? But he comes anyway. And what else? So the wives think that when it comes to the elephant in the room being Louie, they feel like he should have to address the video. And meanwhile, Margaret, let me go back. The wives think he should address the elephant in the room and get it over with. And I feel like y'all want him to address this video to appease y'all, to make y'all feel comfortable. And I feel how Teresa feel. He ain't got to tell you a damn thing. Like, why he need to address it? For what? But maybe they want him to address it because if he addresses it, they know it's going to open up the floor to talk about, well, what were you apologizing for? To see if it lines up with the rumors they've already been hearing about him being emotionally abusive and flatting tires and things like that. So that's what they really trying to get to. That's the real thing. All right. So, Louie goes over to speak to the guys. Joe said he over there being fake. And I said, well, then you being fake right with him because you made sure you shook his hand too. Okay. Now, meanwhile, Margaret being messy with Dolores and tells her about the video and how Melissa says that Teresa was pissed about it, right? And Dolores said, well, girl, she was over there talking to me like she didn't know about it. But you mean to tell me that she was pissed? Oh, okay then. So then Margaret tells Teresa, listen, he needs to address the video. He needs to address the video, girl. Get it out. He needs to say something. Teresa says he doesn't have to address anything. Okay? Teresa says the past is the past. And before you say anything else, honey, understand that this is my home. Respect it. Respect me and respect him. Okay, so she put a stop to that real quick. Now the ladies, then they started to talk SHI about Jennifer and how she is on her way. They started to talk smack about Jennifer, but Jennifer is on her way upstairs, and y'all over here asking what Jennifer is, knowing y'all don't like Jennifer and y'all really don't want to see her there no way. But okay. So Teresa, so the other ladies notice the nose job as soon as Jennifer gets up there, and they talk about how good it does not look. It's not bad looking on her when you look at her straight. Sideways, I hate the way her nose is shaped. If I'm looking at her from the side, in her face, she doesn't look bad. But I just feel like she didn't need it. She could have kept what she had. But okay, I feel like after your man cheated, maybe you felt you needed to make some changes. But let's go ahead and get into this. So then Jackie lets her know that Teresa goes over to talk to Jennifer. Jennifer saying like, hey, I feel like the girls are being mean girls to me. Like nobody's speaking to me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Girl, you should know how this go. They not gonna speak to you because they don't with you. But you really needed Teresa to be a liaison between you and somebody. So Teresa said, girl, you want me to go get Jackie? She was like, yeah, girl, go get Jackie. She come over there and go ask Jackie, like, I thought we were good. Like, can you at least tell me? Like, why are you mad at me? Like, somebody tell me. Okay. And then Jackie said, okay, then girl, well, I am upset with you because you was trying to drive a wedge between me and my good girl, Margaret. That's what you was trying to do. Jennifer says that she regrets it, but it's hard. She's like, I regret it, but you do have to understand that it's hard. Okay. That all of you guys aren't talking to me. I'm like, girl, don't nobody give up. Don't nobody care at all about all of them not talking to you, talking about, it's hard. And you knew it was hard when you was around here doing the mess that you was doing and saying what you was saying about these ladies. Okay, right? And then now you want somebody to sit up here and have sympathy for you. Girl, we see you, Miss Jen. So she then starts to cry. And then Jackie said, oh, no, girl, don't cry. Please don't cry, honey. Please don't cry. Jackie says that she needs to talk to Melissa and Margaret, though, at the end of the day. Okay, now Melissa going to keep her foot on your neck because you sat up here and called them crooks. Girl, that's harmful for their business. She gonna stay on your head probably the rest of the season. And because she had a good time with Teresa over there in Ultimate Girls Trip, she probably ain't gonna want to have no more beef with her. So she gonna keep her issues with you. What else? Margaret walks over because she being messy as hell. Margaret like, girl, you know why my homegirl over there? Girl, I'm gonna go grab her up because she don't need to be over here. She look like she want me to come pull her away anyway, girl. So let me just walk over here. When Margaret came over, I do not know if y'all saw the death stare that she gave to Jennifer. I did not see her blink. I just saw her stand there and stare at her the whole time. I saw Jennifer not look this lady in her eyes. Jennifer was over there looking straight at, she was looking at Jackie like, what was it? Because I'm not looking this way. I'm not looking over here to say what you got to say. She was not ready to really have this conversation with Margaret. Because Margaret gives me a vibe that she'll eat you up, girl. That's what Margaret gives me. But y'all let me know if I got it wrong in the comments, okay? So that we can, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be knowing what to look out for, right? So then Margaret walks over and stares Jen down. And then Margaret tells her that she called her a snake. Jennifer says, you came at me first and I gave it back to you. And now it's a problem? Okay, then. Now, if she did do that, now, Miss Margaret, girl, you wrong. You could dish it, but you can't take it. Okay. So then Jennifer starts, okay, Margaret tells her that she's unhappy. Jennifer, this is where you lost me, and I got to keep my eyes on you, dear. She starts raving and bragging about her husband and the life that she has and how she doesn't have to live like this. And I can do that. And he's amazing here and this and this and that. And I do not like when people do that. It's like, girl, no ma'am. I was a bit confused. All right. I was hoping you guys would be able to clue me in as to why this was so vital for her to say. Margaret tells her that he spent, first of all, she was like, it's not about the money. I said, come on, Margaret, because it's not. It's not about the money. But then Margaret tells her that, he's probably spending all that money and doing all this stuff for you because he's trying to make up for his past mistakes. Right? So then Margaret says that she isn't being honest because she talks SHI about everyone else's issues, but she never talks about her own. I was like, oh, she don't. Because, okay, we're going to see. I knew it was something off about Miss Jennifer, girl. But I got my eye on you, Miss Jen, okay? Jen calls her jealous. I said, now, why she got to be jealous? Jealous of what? Your ugly leather pants? Come on, Sutton. Come on, Sutton, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Jealous of what? Your ugly little nose job? Jealous of what? Okay. She says that she's jealous and says, listen, everybody has skeletons in their closet. Yes, they do. But y'all be walking around here, all of y'all in your own way. All of y'all walk around here as if you don't. And that's the problem. Okay. So, but baby, these flashbacks of Jennifer, when they were showing the flashbacks of the stuff that she said, to the different ladies, to Melissa at the reunion and all this stuff, I said, I don't know about you, Jen. I don't know if I'm like you, girl. We gonna see. I said, you one of those friends, though, girl, that like to collect details about people, and then when you get mad at them, you like to take all that information they share with you and then throw it back up in their face. And not just throw it back up in their face, but throw it out there publicly so everybody can know. We're watching you, girl. I'm watching you. I got my eyes on all of y'all, but especially on you. All right. So Margaret tells her that Bill had an affair with the office manager. Girl, hollering. Here go Jennifer. It wasn't an office manager. She was a pharmaceutical rep. Okay, so get it together if you're gonna talk about it. I said, oh, not a pharmaceutical rep, boy. There she goes. She talking about a business now, girl. She putting the information out there now. Also Margaret says this is the reason why he left his old job. Woo. I'm like, well, there's that. Since you want to talk about people being crooks and all this other stuff, Miss Jennifer, let's get into that. Let's not talk about what was, okay? Let's talk about what's now. Let's talk about the facts, girl. Let's get into it, Miss Jen. So I got my eyes on you, dear heart. And I bet not ever see you ask nobody about no video and that's why you sitting over there talking to your husband, talking about, I don't know if she gonna want to see this video or whatever. I don't know if she gonna want us to talk about it. No, because you don't want nobody talking about your man's sex capades and his cheating tations or whatever he out here doing, girl. Okay? So we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about you. Anyway, yes, I wouldn't tell Margaret SHI. She's one of them. She would tell the whole world you barely cook and got bootleg cable. I cannot see now. I got to keep my eye on Margaret too. That's what y'all saying. That's what y'all saying. It's Margaret. All right, I see Phil. Phil said, no, honey, it's Margaret. Jennifer is materialistic, but that's her business. Okay, Margarita or Margarito. All her business. She don't care. She don't care if she's open. Also, Margarito tells all her business. Yes, Jennifer used to brag about her house. They all hated it. Her house is like off on the side near a highway. That's too much noise. Jennifer isn't innocent at all. But Margaret, girl, why are you coming by her? Like what? Like make it make sense. Why is she coming at her? Jennifer always does this. She's very materialistic. That's all she cares about. Because Jennifer isn't happy and the material things bring her comfort. I believe that, T. I believe that wholeheartedly. Jen was trying to convince her damn self at that point. Margaret stirs the pot, then hides her hand. Okay. I'm willing to believe that. I got my eye on you, Miss Margaret. Jennifer started, so Jennifer started, so she with them now. She acted like a victim. So you feel like Jennifer was the one that started the stuff, and now she want to sit up here and act like a victim. Yikes! Jennifer has started with the ladies since she got on the show just to be on Teresa's team. We shall see. I said I was gonna go back. I'm not going back to watch no episodes for real. Don't ask me. But I'll probably look at some articles though. Go back and read a few articles and see what they were giving. See what these ladies, see what the issues are. I don't blame Jennifer because Margaret is extra. Like, girl, move. Interesting. Only thing I can see me so far not caring for about Margaret is her feeling like she can demand or tell people what it is that they need to do. Like the way she approached Teresa and says, he needs to talk about this. You don't tell me anything. Okay, you don't tell me what it is that my man need to do. Okay, you could suggest what you think would be good, but you're not going to come in here and tell me at my house. That's the only thing I'm seeing so far with Miss Margaret that I'm not crazy about. So yeah. What is that one? They calling Gina a hypocrite, but how is she being hypocritical? She calls Marge out for being a side chick, which Marge is in fact a side chick. Not Margaret. Are you talking about Marge? Is this a separate person? Is Margaret a side chick or something? Jackie is the richest on the show and does not brag and lives way below her means. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know Jackie was the richest on the show, honey. Okay, then. Excuse me. Margaret wants to be a star, but Teresa ain't giving up her center spot. You know Teresa not gonna do that. Margaret is a mess as well. She had a big lawsuit a few years ago and she was still paying it off. Bruh. Wow. Nah, Jennifer had lots of opinions on the other lady's lives and decisions, and she has her own skeletons. Marge just gives her what she dishes. Girl, we in for an interesting season the way y'all up here talking, baby. We'll see. Anything can change. I'm looking at Miss Jen with the side eye, but you know, when I was watching Orange County, I was here for Emily and Gina, and that has switched, girl. I'm not too sure about y'all. So we gonna see, honey. But listen, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this review because I have some other things to get out to you guys that's actually going to be dropping once this is over. So feel free to check that out. All right, y'all go ahead and get into that. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Sharing is also caring. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do so. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye.